In our world today, people are more confused than ever about gender and identity. Schools, social media, and even some churches are promoting ideas that go against both biology and the Bible. God spoke clearly on this issue from the very beginning. Genesis 1:27, God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him male and female. God made humanity male and female, and he called that very good. That's not just some old idea. It's the foundation of human life. Think about it. Imagine a world of only men or only women. It wouldn't last even one generation. Male and female are both essential to God's good design for family, for community, even for life itself. One of the ways gender confusion affects us is how we view the marriage relationship. In Genesis 2, God said, "It's not good that man should be alone," so he created woman, and the two become one flesh. Marriage between a man and a woman is not a cultural invention. It's God's beautiful plan. It's the foundation for raising children, for passing on faith, and for building strong families. But while God creates, Satan perverts and disfigures. He would have us pervert the marriage relationship God created into all kinds of temporary, unhealthy unions that pull us away from God's design. It's kind of like a fire. When you sit in front of a fireplace on a cold winter night, it's beautiful, warm, and inviting. But drag those burning logs out of the fireplace and let them catch the sofa, the carpet, the room on fire. It's still hot, but now it's also destructive and dangerous. It's the same way with marriage. Intimacy is powerful and good in God's design, but destructive outside of it. Gender confusion also causes issues with how we view the roles men and women play. Men and women are not the same, and thank God for that. Each has unique strengths and roles. My dad illustrates this by asking, which is better, a spoon or a fork? The answer is obvious. It depends on the need. Both are good, but for different purposes. Ephesians 5 says husbands are called to love their wives sacrificially, like Christ loved the church and gave himself up for it. Wives are called to respect and follow their husbands. When both live out these roles, it's not oppressive, it's beautiful. It meets the deepest needs of both husband and wife, and it reflects Christ's love for his people. But here's the problem. Satan always tries to twist what God has made good. Instead of honoring marriage, culture tells us to redefine it. Instead of celebrating male and female, culture says there are dozens of genders or that you can choose your own. This is confusing children, breaking families, harming lives. And if you want an example of this, look no further than the transgender movement that has swept across our society the last several years. The ideas promoted by this movement have caused great emotional, spiritual, and even physical harm to people made in God's image. Now, let me pause to say this. Some families face difficult medical situations caused by birth defects, and we should always approach any situation with compassion. But what we see today in the broader transgender movement has very little to do with rare medical situations, everything to do with harmful ideologies. It's a social contagion that's being pushed on tons of kids by schools, Hollywood, influencers online, and it's actively damaging young people. If you want to understand some of what's going on here, I'd recommend a book by Abigail Shrier, Irreversible Damage. It's not written from a Christian viewpoint, so I wouldn't recommend everything in it, but it's got a lot of valuable research and information, specifically focused on the movement's effect on girls. But the big issue is many teens are being pressured to question their bodies at an awkward and vulnerable age. And many are being pushed towards hormones or even surgery, things that do permanent damage. So what's the answer to all of this? I'll tell you the answer. Parents. This is where you come in. Your children need you more than they need another promotion, another paycheck, another hour on social media. They need your time, your example, your correction, your love. They need to see what godly manhood and womanhood look like. Fathers, step up. Be the fathers God has called you to be. Mothers, step up. Be the mothers God has called you to be. Don't hand your children over to the internet, the schools, the social media. raise them in the Lord. Paul said in 1 Corinthians 12 that the body has many parts: hands, feet, eyes, ears, and each is needed. An ear can't become an eye. A foot can't become a hand. The body needs both. It makes no more sense for a boy to try to become a girl or a girl to try to become a boy than it does for an ear to pretend it's an eye. God's already designed us, and His design is good. So here's the bottom line. God made us male and female. Both are good. Both are needed. Both are beautiful. Don't let culture confuse you. Don't let the world raise your children. Instead, thank God for His design and teach your family to find their identity not in trends, not in social media, but in Christ. Male and female, He created them, and God saw everything that He had made, and behold, it was very good. It's not just true, it's very good.